Hi, I'm Justin Jensen, and welcome to my channel. Hi, I'm Justin Jensen, and welcome to my channel. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and may fall again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming. Teddy Roosevelt. Hello guys, thank you so much for joining today. I appreciate it. Today is October 13th, 2022. Let me know if you can hear me good. I have a little bit of a connection issue right now, so we're going to try to get through this. So we're going to start coverage on little baby Quinton, and we are also going to be talking about Jolissa. I have some photo that that of the crash site, how far Jolissa was down over the hill, and there's just no way a person could have even remotely begun to survive that. Southern Grammy, we will be doing the press conference that starts at 2 p.m. Eastern. If that's, I'm echoing. Am I echoing? Let me know. They said I was echoing. It really was, Sandy. Yes. So we're just going to be, no, not echoing. Okay. I'm breaking up. I'm cutting out. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Hopefully that'll work better. I'm fine. Okay. Yes, 250 feet down the cliffs. Hopefully this. Okay. It might be a little bit blurry. I may have to come back and then come back in. Shell drone footage. It was horrible. Yeah. All right. Just let me know if it's any worse. At the moment, I can change a connect possible. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Okay, hopefully that will be better. Just let me know. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's start talking about this. First, I do want to give a trigger warning. This is hard to see, and it's very disturbing. Okay, it should be better now. I got a much better connection like this. Great, 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 perfect. So this crash site with Jolissa, you do need a trigger warning because it's very hard, and she sat there. We have to remember since August, right? August. Um, so let's look at it. Um, we're gonna Here we go. So this is, make sure I can see you guys. This is, them propelling off of this big, big hill. It's really just a straight down shot all the way to the lake. And 250 feet, that is since August 8th. I couldn't remember what date it was, Mags, but thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. And, we don't know exactly what happened, if Jolissa fell asleep at the wheel. Um, she had a couple drinks that night, and she just kind of went out here for solitude, and it was just something that she liked to do, especially in her her stressful times. um, Now, I mean, look how steep this is, right? It's ridiculous. I mean, how steep this is. I can't imagine going over this hill. And I've mentioned this before. I can't remember the name of the case, but it was a guy in California. I think it was California. Anyway, I know the story, but I don't remember the fine details of it. He went over the hill. They searched for him over 2 years, looked over the hill everywhere, couldn't find him. And they had searched the area multiple times. And one day, the foliage had just been just right. And they found him, and they could not believe they had just walked past it. It was in this big, thick brush, like briars or something. So, someone said, "Is that a tire?" No, that appears to be a rock. Now, to me, what is even more amazing about this is the sheriff. He did this on his day off, and it's just an incredible testament. And in my opinion, it was just God sending him here to say, you know what, let's find Jolissa today, and let's end this. So okay, did I spell Jolissa wrong? Let's see here. I always spell Jolissa and Kylie both wrong. Anyway, all right. So this is her car, and it is obviously completely damaged. Oh, I spelled her last name wrong. Okay, let me fix it. Okay. it's not letting me fix it right now. Okay, I'm not worried about it. I'll fix it in a little bit. But this is where it was, and it was kind of a cliff, off of a cliff, off of another cliff, and then another 50 feet down. No, you're fine. You're fine, Jenny. I appreciate it. This is this was right in a big curve as well, a great big curve. And when Jolissa was getting in her car, when she was at that convenience store, she just kind of opens the car door like kind of aggressive, or like she was, it was just very interesting. I would suggest going back and looking at it. Here is more photos of Jolissa. And just terrible. And it doesn't appear that it caught on fire, which I'm very much surprised. Yes, you're right. You're right, Amanda, about 60 miles. And I mean, just look at these rocks. Look at the rocks, Here is another one. Yeah, it really is. I think that's... I can do that. It's just... that's all that was left of that car. Yeah, I think she was too tired. She had been up all night. She was upset. She may have had a few drinks in her, and she just was done. Had an auntie who lived in PA mountains, no guardrails going up these steep mountains on unpassable roads. So scary. Plant Diva, I live in the middle of Appalachia, and I'm very, very used to everything as a mountain here. If there is anything that is level, it's because man made it level. Like there's literally nothing flat here. The old saying, I walked to school uphill both ways. Well, that's kind of the way it was here in West Virginia. Maybe she fell asleep and doesn't know a thing. I hope that that's the way, that it comes out. I hope that's the way it went, because I hope she wasn't scared. You just can't bear to think of it. And as you can see, I mean, it's very thick brush, and you can't even see in so many places, right? These are... there is some drone footage as well. But as you can see, this appears to be a hill, great big hill, and then it goes over, and then I think it goes over again. I mean, look how thick the foliage is. And like you see all of these collars, having a silver color car, um, it would blend really well with California kind of foliage. This was the search area. This photo was like I was like, damn, this really puts it into perspective how steep. I mean, just literally straight up and down. I don't know if that's part of it or not, but I mean, she is recovered, and thank God, the family does have answers now. It's not the answers that any of us wanted, but it nonetheless gives us closure, I guess, in what happened. If you zoom in the driver's side of the car, there is no visible evidence of her being in the car. Yeah, I mean, she was probably removed at this point of her being, once they took these photos, or um, she would still be in the car, but she probably wouldn't be, sitting up. So, good morning, House of Williams. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I'll go back to that photo and let you look at it. I mean, look how steep that is. That's like crazy up here in a car. And you know what? To beat it all, the sheriff was still able to see tracks, like I guess some skid marks or tracks or whatever, that there appeared to be an accident. And that was in August, the first, like 5th of August or 9th or something. All right, so this is now, see, like, I don't know, who knows where she was found in this car. We don't know if she had her seatbelt on. And as hot as it is in California, she would have been just skeletal remains, just skeletal. And also being, the animals out there, the insects and all of that, it would have, Kate, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, damn, how did this not cause a fire? I don't understand how it did not cause a fire. Just a little bit of friction, but um, Jolissa was a very sweet gal, and she's going to be missed by so many. And watching the press conference that we watched the other day, you could really see the dad and the sheriff bond. How the sheriff promised that he will, bring her home, and he certainly did. And I think there's going to be a special relationship between Jolissa's father and the sheriff, probably for the rest of their lives. Yes. I can. Well, let me see here. Oh, I've already exited out, but So yeah. All right. So let's talk about little Quinton. Now, I did a very quick live last night on whenever they had said, that Quinton was most likely dead. And Billy, she was telling people that her daughter had admitted it to her. Yes, it's I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern, correct? 2 p.m. Eastern. 2 p.m. Eastern. Uh, 1 p.m. Okay. Damn, we're about to start. Okay, where does okay, I need to go ahead and do this then. Let me go ahead and get this ready. I always thought I was. Did you send me that link? I see you. Here. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get it ready. Press conference. Okay. Police Department. Um, should be on Facebook. All right. All right, here we go. I got a new computer and I just don't know what the hell I'm doing. WPDE 15. They should get guardrails up in the area. You're right, Kay. Don't you live really close to that? Um, I figure it'll be streamed on their Facebook, right? If not, I can. Does anyone know where it's going to be streamed? Oh, you're in Houston. Well, that's kind of far away. It's 2 minutes, yeah. Yeah, they are at the presser. Bullhorn Betty's going to be like, hey, let me tell you about yourself. WJCL, that's right. Okay. WJCL. Okay. Let's see here. You think it'll be wasn't it WSAV? I don't know. WSAV. Here, we'll try this one. Yeah, you're right. It might have been WSCV. What do you got? Phone. Oh, Bullhorn Betty broke her phone? Yeah. Yeah, like they've had really bad service. WJCL22 will be there. I'll see if it's on their WSAV on their Facebook as well. We'll find it. All right, I'm getting something in. I think. WSAV. News on your side. Guys, this one has really hurt. Like this, it's just been terrible. This little boy, like he's just so precious. And this should not have ever have happened. Okay, I see you. Did you send? Let's see, where is it going to be? Did you text me? All right. Okay. Thank you, Connie. I got it. I got it. Connie came through. Thank you, Connie. I got so much stuff here. It's incredible. All right. We're going to play it via Twitter. I think she came through. Did I get some sleep? I got 4.5 hours, so I'm good. All right. I'm just going to check different ones. Hey. I see you. Let me just. News, local news. Okay, here we go. Found it. Found it. Thank God. Just in time.
With so many lawyers on television, how do you choose the right firm for you and your
So I'm going to mute myself and make sure that you guys can hear it, please. It's kind of a weird looking video. Isn't that kind of weird looking video? WJCL. I think that's WJCL. WJCL. Go to WJC. It's one ABC channel. Well, this says it's the press conference, but thank you. Okay, here we go.
You ready, yo?
Let me know if I'm going to mute. Let me know.
All right, good afternoon. I'm Chatham County Police Chief Jeff Hadley. I'm joined today by FBI Supervisory Senior Resident Agent Will Clark of the Savannah FBI office. As you know, our investigation over the last 8 days has led us to the heartbreaking conclusion that 20-month-old Quinton Simon is deceased. We have named his mother, Leilani Simon, as the primary suspect in Quinton's disappearance and death. We have not made an arrest or filed any charges at this time. From the moment we received the 911 call reporting Quinton missing, we have conducted an exhaustive search for him. Sadly, we still have not found Quinton. But our search and our investigation will continue, and it will continue with every available resource of Quinton's family closure and see that justice is served in this case. I would like to thank the FBI for their invaluable expertise and assistance during our search and for the help they will continue to provide moving forward. We know that millions of people fell in love with Quinton Simon the moment they saw his face and learned of his disappearance. We have seen the outpouring of love and concern for this child and the outpouring of grief at the latest developments in this case. The men and women of the Chatham County Police Department share that same sadness, but we also feel very determined to keep working as hard as we can and for Quinton. Now, Special Agent Clark will have some comments, and then I'll return with some closing statements.
Good afternoon. My name is Will Clark. I am the Senior Supervisory Resident Agent in charge of the FBI's Savannah and Brunswick offices. From the moment the FBI became involved in this investigation, our primary goal was to assist the Chatham County Police Department in bringing Quinton home and holding anyone responsible for his disappearance accountable. To the Chatham County community, our heart breaks along with yours in trying to comprehend what we believe happened here. The FBI, along with our law enforcement partners, have followed every lead, every tip, and every piece of evidence to get to this point, and we will continue to do so. The FBI entered this case less than 3 hours after Quinton was reported missing. The FBI has provided the Chatham County Police Department resources in this case, and those resources have come in the form of investigative, analytical, and technical assistance. For the past week, over 40 FBI agents, analysts, task force officers, and professional sports staff who live in the coastal Georgia area have worked tirelessly and continuously on this investigation. Last Wednesday, we mobilized our Child Abduction Rapid Deployment Team, the CARD team in short, which brings with it experts from across the country who specialize in missing children cases. As needed, and as the investigation continues to progress, the FBI stands ready to deploy additional resources. In closing, we share the sorrow felt by millions and pledge every resource to assist the Chatham County Police Department in finding little Quinton.
Thank you, Agent Clark. And in closing, I understand the intense interest in this case and know everyone has a lot of questions. I'll answer what I can. But remember, our focus must be on not doing anything that jeopardizes the integrity of this investigation or bringing justice for Quinton. So with that said, I'll be happy to answer what questions I can.
Did you hear from the family last night that you might be targeting a landfill? Can you tell us about that and what landfill might be?
I cannot disclose any information relative to that. We will follow the evidence, and when our evidence leads us to search anything specifically or any specific geographic area, we will communicate that to you at that time.
Chief, I'm confused on why there was a tweet yesterday that said they believe that Quinton's likely deceased and then you're saying the investigation continues. What is that piece of evidence or what makes you believe that?
I cannot get into any specifics relative to evidence. What I can say is the evidence that we have so far, based on multiple search warrants and interviews, has led us to the conclusion that Quinton is deceased. The investigation doesn't end, right there. We will continue to investigate this until its final conclusion.
With no charges brought in the case, what made you think it was necessary to identify two other suspects?
Because the evidence has led us to that point and to this point today.
Why has she not been arrested?
Because we will only do that when we feel we have everything that we need to. We only get one shot at this, right? We're going to do it right. We're going to do the best that we can. We're going to use the resources at our disposal. We're thankful to the FBI. And when we get to that point and we feel comfortable in counsel with the FBI and the ADA, that's when we will reach that conclusion.
Chief, is anyone else being considered for criminal charges?
At this time, no.
What changed to make you suspect foul play?
The evidence in the case has led us to this conclusion.
Was there a date where you found the evidence that led you to this conclusion? Because obviously earlier this week and last week you had said you did not suspect.
The accumulation of evidence over these last 8 days has led us to this conclusion today.
Do you have an idea of what Quinton might be?
We do not have any specifics at this time. I can't answer that question with any level of specificity.
Do you know where Leilani's other two children are?
I can't answer that question.
Do you know where Leilani is?
I don't know where she is currently today.
Is there any chance anyone else besides Leilani could be your children?
There is no one else a suspect at this time. Leilani is the main focus of this investigation.
Are you not concerned that you've now named your number one suspect out loud to the public? Is there not a concern she might take off?
I can't get into any specifics, but we don't believe she's a flight risk at this time. All right. Thank you. Appreciate your questions. Have a great day.
So that was it. That is it. It seemed to be a very quick and to the point, and didn't give a lot of anything for that matter. They just had, all they said was no body has been recovered, and that she's not a flight risk. They don't believe she's a flight risk. Okay. Let's see here. Let me go back here. So what do y'all think about that? I mean, it doesn't seem like so that they didn't even hold the mom when she was questioned. I figured that they would hold her for 48, 72 hours. You can still not be under arrest and, hold her. I kind of feel the same, but, maybe they have someone making sure that she's not like a flight risk. Like Brian Laundrie, they were supposed to have officers out there, right? But he escaped his home. That didn't give any more info than we. It really didn't. It really didn't. So shouldn't the evidence lead to the arrest? Why I believe they haven't arrested anyone yet is purely based upon they want to see how he died. Like, they have to have some sort of biological evidence that leads them knowing that he is dead. She may have confessed, but they don't want it to look like a false confession, and they find some other evidence to another person in the home potentially did it. That is exactly right. They don't want another Casey Anthony situation. And I know it sucks right now because we want justice to start. But we have to think about the long-term goal, and that is putting her behind bars. Hopefully, the death penalty, in my opinion, it should be. Thank you, Deborah. Yeah. When a person is deceased, yeah. So it doesn't necessarily say how he died. Did she lose her cool? Was she drugged and beat him? That's really hard to say. Did she give him, some sort of sleeping medicine? Did he, was he not being watched and went outside and jumped in the pool and drowned? We don't know. We just do not know at this point. And that's what, yeah, that's the $1 million question right now. Now, He absolutely may have drowned because they were checking so many times, just clearing out the pool, and it makes you wonder something, were they, could they may have even been looking for like a weapon in the pool as well. So we just don't know. They don't want her to clam up. Yeah. But something, guys? What do you guys think? Okay, hold on. I'm going to do a poll. I think I can do a poll here. Let's see here. Here we go. Start a poll. Okay. I just dropped a poll. Should grandma be charged with something? Meaning, should they charge her with some type of charge after this is all said and done? What's your thoughts? Was she negligent in her parenting for, or was she, should she not be charged? Is this, not okay, but should there be any charges? He by law that's exactly right, Rebecca. He by law is in grandma's custody, so yes, at least the child endangering. I totally agree. Thank you, Sprinting to Heaven. I love your screen name. That's I like that. Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate the membership. All right, so let's see how many. Any more votes? Just vote right up there, and we'll see. So we got 155 votes. We're going to end that poll, and it is, I think it was 98% thought that there should be, or 97% said yes, 2% no, and that was a poll on 159. Babysitter crying, why didn't she call? So the babysitter has said that she has called CPS, and was the ball dropped? Grandma had custody because it was determined to be unfit as a parent. She should never have left the children in the care. Yeah, Leilani, I think everyone knew that she shouldn't have kids. She didn't take care of herself, right? So last night, guys, after all of this started coming out, the babysitter did another video, and we're going to play that. It's about 3 minutes.
There's too many people asking about where Lena.
You can tell she looks worn out, and she definitely looks defeated and upset.
Is, and I'm outside of my house. I heard the cops are coming for her, so we've been out here waiting. It's raining. She was in the road. There was a lot of commotion. and then everything just went dark. So I don't know where she is right now. I don't see any cars. I can turn the camera around. There's no cars. If you look right there where that car is going past, that's her house. It's totally dark. It's totally dark. I've had so many messages at one time asking, have I seen Leilani just in the last hour, 45 minutes. I did see her. I was at the truck, me and my girls outside, and we seen her in the road, and they were cussing, and she was trying to leave. And then a vehicle had pulled in, and she went back towards the house. So I don't know where she is right now. I want to see her arrested. And the reason I came live is because everybody is asking me all these questions, and I cannot answer all these questions. So I just came on, but I can go out here. I mean, it's raining. It's raining really hard. But I can show you where the house is. And she was out here. Ooh, it's lightning. It's raining and lightning out here. But see, let me turn it around. It's dark on the road. They turned all the lights off, but they were in the road arguing, and we seen Leilani, but she just disappeared. So I don't know where they're at now. But this is what we're doing. But I just wanted to let y'all see, because I've had so many questions and messages. I couldn't just answer them all. But yeah, that is what's going on. That's all I know. I know that they put on that the FBI and cops were coming to get her. But I don't know. We can't believe it. Quinton is gone. But it's not the outcome we wanted. But I'm gonna go now.
My heart really feels for her. She is clearly tired, weary, and broken. This was a sweet little boy. Last night I was so livid. So I want to show you all something. So in Facebook right now, they are showing that they are at the site searching for Quinton. This can take a long time. So just it's not as easy. This mother knew her kid was sitting in a dump for a week. With trash piling up on this baby. Piling up. And I can't wait for the charges to pile up on her. How dare she? They are at the dump right now. That is exactly right, Tara. We need to pray. Because listen, if she put him in the trash, which is what is all intents and purposes says that she did, she threw him in the back of a garbage truck. Her son. And it compressed him. Think about that. Think about it. How more despicable could this woman be? A 20-month-old baby, still soft little bones, soft little skin, still the baby smell, right? Still can't talk really, very good. They get a little frustrated sometimes when they're that age because they want to tell you things, but they don't know how to really speak very good yet. They're still trying to use their words and stuff. And this is the thing, having kids can get, thank you so much, Stacy. I appreciate your super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. But we have to be more mature as parents than the children. I get it. Kids can, you can be tired and everything else. You don't hurt your kids. You walk through hell for them if you need to, but you don't hurt them ever. And it's totally unfair. Oh, I'm sure the garbage men are probably devastated. I'm sure. And bottom line, kids are kids, yes. People's like nowadays, people's like, oh my God, I need to give my kids, a bunch of medicine because they're so hyper. I'm like, hello, kids are supposed to be hyper. They get into everything. That's how they learn. You got to teach them the good, to not get in certain things. But this is how they learn. Kids are supposed to be hyperactive and everything, kids have energy. It's just absolutely disgusting. Okay. So let's see if the Chatham County, I got a couple more things I want to show you guys. Oh, I'm so aggravated, guys. How dare this woman? How dare she? All right, where's my heart breaks. Absolutely fucking breaks. She knew about this and look, it kind of goes back to, it makes you think of Don and Candace Wells and everyone else. Why were these parents not helping out, right? Because they knew they did something. Just like Don and Candace. Was this today? Let me see here. Look at this. Look at this precious baby. She's playing dumb and I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, her mother said she was nothing but a liar. She's starting to build her defense. I don't remember what happened. So you're not going to ask me. That's what she thinks. Thank you so much, Sherman. Thank you, my love. Appreciate you. Mother could have called babysitter to take the kids. Well, that was she had asked the babysitter to take the kids before, and then she kind of backed out of it and let Leilani take the kids. Yeah, his diaper. Look at that face. Look at that face. You're right. She definitely did. They're just, I mean, my God, my boys are 9 years old now, and I miss those days. I just miss those days. The little baby cheeks and the little thunder thighs, and just the cuteness. The baby smell, just the goo goo gagas and the ba 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 ba, and that kind of stuff. I miss it. He still had his baby curls. Yeah. Just the most precious little thing. And this bitch. Brady, thank you so much. I appreciate your Venmo. Thank you. Carissa, yes, I'm going to email you. I'll email you back when this is over, and I would like to talk to you about some stuff too, actually. All right. Let me clear out some of this stuff so I can. Let's see if this will replay. No. Okay. It might replay for anybody that missed it. Hopefully the volume will be better now while I clear this out, and I'll replay it again. Let's see if the volume's better.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. As millions flock to the metaverse, many are experiencing unnecessary pain and suffering, terrible car crashes, frightening trip and falls, and on-the-job injuries. Our army of over 800 attorneys and 4,000 support staff have recovered billions for clients just like you. Injured? Just dial pound long. That's all. Morgan & Morgan, America, and now the universe's largest injury law firm.
Earlier this year, he pled guilty
Well,
to
shit, I don't
seditious
want
conspiracy and obstruction of Congress. Another example is the married couple, Kelly.
All right, so I'm going to show you guys this heated exchange that went on with the grandmother and the babysitter, and boy was it happening. I think Bullhorn Betty and Leilani kind of, or maybe it was Grandma, kind of got into it as well, from what I understand.
This video is absolutely jarring. It shows the desperation of the people who love Quinton Simon.
You're awful to say you're going to put a memorial. My baby's not dead.
Quinton's grandmother in Quinton's babysitter's house. The intense moments recorded by Dana McCarta's daughter. Dana says Quinton's grandmother barged through her back door mad over the thought of a memorial for the missing toddler.
My baby's not dead.
I think that she's trying to take the heat off of them.
Diana talking with us today, telling me she's called Georgia's Department of Family and Children's Services about Quinton and his siblings before.
DFACS told you there was a case.
Yes, absolutely.
Diana isn't the only neighbor here to tell us they were concerned about the children in this home.
I was afraid she was going to get hit.
We tried to get Billy Joe Howell's side of this story. She didn't answer her phone since yesterday, when federal investigators, firefighters, and Chatham police drained Quinton's grandparents' backyard pool. Grandmother Billy Joe Howell's Facebook had a post asking for help getting that pool fixed. It's been deleted.
I should not have been out of town. You did. You shouldn't have.
But the emotions in this neighborhood, they haven't gone anywhere.
I want to see your on the news.
Oh, it's gonna be.
So that
Running a business comes with pressure. Remote workforces, HR compliance, retaining top talent.
that was, very, very heated, to say the least. And that's not even the full one. What is y'all's thoughts? Yeah, stand your ground law. What is your thoughts on, do you think grandma intentionally put that post on Facebook about the pool for nefarious reasons, or do you think it was just purely coincidental? Babysitting, pressing charges. More worried about a damn pool than the baby. I could not believe that she's posting about a damn pool, but I felt for the grandmother when she said, "My grandbaby is not dead." I felt for her. Yeah, the full diaper. That grandmother is distraught. I don't think she is involved, but I do think she have never left. I think grandma is going to have so much guilt on her plate because she, Quinton was hers essentially. She was the guardian to protect Quinton. My son and his wife on their fireplace have items to remember that died before their birth. One side is for the baby boy and another side is for the baby girl. Aww. Why is it the fucking babysitter's fault? It's not. It's not the babysitter's fault. She had actually contacted CPS in the past. I think she wanted everyone to know the cops messed her pool up. Oh, well, that's a good point, Dodie. That is a good point. I never thought of that. No, she is ignorant and low life. Okay. Why haven't they drained that pool? Is it but it's Georgia, and I don't know. Do you drain the pools in Georgia? Okay, thank you. I see you. Do you have that video of Bullhorn Betty getting in the fight with I think it's Leilani. Maybe I've been the grandma. Okay, here's the full video.
I don't care about your text. You think I'm gonna get you at me? Yeah, you think I would do that? Yeah, I know. Because I'm what?
No one likes
I'm
you.
what? I'm what? No, I don't like anybody. I should not have been out of town. You did. You shouldn't have. No, I'm trying to provide. I was trying to provide. I told you. I was trying to provide. I even provided for you. You shit. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I didn't pay for your family. Your entire family. I didn't ask you. I got your entire family. Keep recording.
Don't take my phone.
Keep recording.
Don't take my phone.
Good. You were wrong. You were wrong. I begged you to help. I begged you to help. Put that on social media. I begged you to help. And I begged you to help. I said, hey, Michelle, please get the kids. You're a liar. Take them. I'll give you 300 rings. I'm about to put it all over. I'm a liar. I'm about to put it all over. Good. Good, because you're awful to say you're going to put a memorial. My baby.
So she's very upset that the babysitter was kind of planning a memorial. But I don't like the grandma when she is saying, I begged you, I was going to pay you $300 to, do this and do that. That's not the point. The point is, Grandma, it is up to you to have someone to take care of Quinton to be in good care. And you can't just pay money off to just one babysitter and all the responsibility falls on her. This is essentially your child. And I hope she, comes to realize that I'm not trying to be like mean or anything about it, but it's the truth. Kids were found one morning in a ditch. Really? They are searching the landfill right now. Yes, they are.
Baby's not dead. You are a liar. My baby's not dead. My baby's not dead. You're a liar. You're a liar. No, you are. You are. My baby's not dead. I thought you was a woman of God. I thought you were a woman of God. You got Quinton? Do you have Quinton? I don't have Quinton. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. You got him. Okay. You got him. Well, I'm about to call the police. You're the only one that can go in my house and take him. Your kids go in my house and take him all the time. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
We did not go in her house.
Why do you think she said that? Why do you think she said that? You got Quinton? You got Quinton? Like, was she trying to pass off blame? Or did she legitimately think that?
Want to see your on the news.
Oh, it's gonna be. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, baby, we need to look at some green cards. Yeah, we did. We did. She's gonna put a memorial up in her yard. Quinton's not dead. I didn't put a memorial. He's not dead. No one said he was. Don't put nothing in your yard.
So that's that. Deflection, gaslighting. It was the babysitter's daughter, I believe, recorded that. Do I think that they will find Quinton? I do think that they will find him. I think it's going to be very difficult, though. Even knowing the area that he was in, we have to remember he's 20 months old, right? Remember Summer Wells, right? They said she could be in an area as big as a laptop, right? A laptop. So Quinton is 20 months old, and he could definitely be something smaller. And to be honest with you, if he was in that garbage truck, I can't even think about it. You know how the garbage truck works. In my opinion, the grandmother does need to be charged with something. Absolutely. I mean, she's obviously not going to get a murder charge, but she has to be charged with something. I agree. Yes, the mother should be forced to look for him. Yes, I agree. I agree. And the other kids, when they get a little older and realize what their mother did, they are giving me Cindy Anthony vibes. She knows her daughter did it but doesn't want to believe it. Yeah, they don't compact the garbage there. How do they do it, Carol? They don't have regular garbage trucks. What kind of garbage trucks do they have? That's the point. It's sickening to think about the garbage truck and how many times that landfill has been tilled under. That's why, yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you. Grandma was legal guardian of the boy and had a duty to keep him safe. She absolutely did. But she would go for weeks at a time. She would go for weeks at a time. 1 second. It's my mother-in-law. Hello? Sorry, my mother-in-law never really calls me during the day. So, how did that person say what kind of garbage trucks they have there? Because I mean, I've never seen garbage trucks that were like non-compact. Like it doesn't make sense to not have that. Wonder if any other in the house there has video placed around their homes. It would be very interesting to see, it is a risky move to put a human body in the trash and then it depends, sometimes, some trash trucks has where they, they have the little hook or whatever and they put it in the truck that way. Sometimes there's a guy on the back of the truck. Waste Management Superior Landfill. Supposedly, Grandma's job was a lie too. Yeah, like Grandma say mother told her she dumped him in the landfill. I could be wrong. Didn't Grandma say mother told her? I mean, okay. So let's say she went to the landfill, right? Let's say she went to the landfill. Sylvia, thank you. Thank you so much. My text. Let's say she went to the landfill. What time would she have went? Okay. Coexist. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Thank you, Coexist. Give me 1 second, guys. I might have something here.
The story begins. Challenge.
Hey, Coexist.
yourself to the
Do you know which?
Challenge yourself to the career you want.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find.
Challenge accepted. Purdue University Global. Affordable online education for driven working adults. Apply now at purdueglobal.edu.
Okay. I'm going to show y'all something. I don't see it. Let me look at this. Hey, where's it at? Because I don't see it live.
Advisors and to push forward to overturn the election.
Thank you so much, Sabrina. The only thing I see is the elections. Okay, maybe. Okay. WTOC. Okay.
I saw absolutely zero basis for the allegations. I told them that it was.
Are you sure it's live?
Wasting their
Because
time on that, and it was doing a grave disservice to the country.
We have a company that's very suspect. Its name is Dominion. With the turn of a dial or the change of a chip, you can press a button for Trump and the vote goes to Biden. What kind of a system is this?
I don't mean to be playing this.
We definitely talked about Antrim County.
Mother could be lying about the landfill too. Oh, I mean, yeah, It's old. That's old. Well, I've already played the press conference, so I'm confused with what. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Yeah. Okay. If they're lying that that child is in there and he's really not, like, okay, that's okay. No worries. Okay, I've got some stuff. Let me, before I go, I want to show you guys this. Google Drive. Shit. Sorry about that, guys. Kind of got me off sidetracked. I mean, the food being brought to home because the baby passed, that's normal to do when someone does. It wasn't what they were thinking this morning when they thought mom was about to turn herself in. Did the babysitter have him on October 4th? And what time was he picked up? Does anyone know the answer? She did have him the day that the 4th. He went home and she was supposed to say, who was saying he's in the landfill? That is what Billy has said, that Leilani has told her. Yes, guys, please hit the thumbs up. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It's a free way to help me out. Okay. So they are still, I mean, if the police are saying that Leilani is a prime suspect, then she's obviously, it really is, April. It can take a really long time. It's not as easy as it sounds. Trying to find him. So this is Georgia authorities say missing toddler Quinton Simon is likely dead and call his mom a prime suspect. He was last reported missing October 5th. Today is October 13th. He's been missing 8 days. And the Chatham County Police, they tweeted that they consider Quinton Simon mother to be, quote, the prime suspect in his disappearance and death, but they also said no arrests have been made and no charges have been filed. Quote, we are saddened to report the CCPD and the FBI have notified Quinton Simon's family that we believe he is deceased. Police did not provide any details or say why they believe the boy is dead or how he died. Quinton was reported missing from his home in an unincorporated part of the county near Savannah on October 5th, police have said. Is there anybody in chat here that lives in Savannah or close to Savannah. I'd like to, is anybody familiar with this area where this dump is, or this landfill? Now, Bullhorn Betty and Dolly, they did go last night. I'm sorry, Angela. You live in Savannah? Do you know where this? Hey, if anybody wants to call in, you can call in too. Hold on. 307-228-4906. I'd like to hear, what the locals are saying, or anybody. If you just want to call in at all, you're welcome to call in. Yeah, they were headed there last night, and they did go there last night, but there was nothing going on last night. It was closed, and hold on one second. Okay, 510. How are you doing?
Hey, Justin.
Hey.
I'm kind of new to this case, kind of really popping for me right now, and I'm just wondering, how did the landfill, the garbage, where did that come? I'm just wondering about the story. Where did this originate from? What person brought up this whole?
Well,
possibly be in the.
It was kind of theorized that because the trash ran the same day that he went missing, and at 5:30 they called the babysitter and said, "Hey, we don't need you today." And she even babysitted whenever Leilani or Billy, the grandmother, when they were off work, she would still babysit little Quinton. So they called at 5:30 and said, "We don't need you," which she thought was a little odd. But then later on, at I think around 7 or 8, somewhere around there, the trash truck runs. And then after the trash truck runs, around 9 o'clock, they call, and that is when they report Quinton missing. So that was just kind of
Was
this.
there actually, did the mother divulge to anyone that something about garbage?
Yes, she told.
He was in there?
Yes, she told the grandmother last night that he was in the landfill.
And the grandmother told this to someone else?
She told the police.
Told the police that her daughter told the grandmother that he was in the garbage somehow.
Correct.
And why isn't the daughter in custody? Is it because they consider that hearsay?
Well, they have enough. They have enough evidence that they know Quinton is dead, so they have to have some type of solid to make that kind of statement. Some type of biological, I would think, evidence.
Possibly be covering her own tracks by pointing her finger at her daughter.
Well, and you also got to remember they may have whatever dump truck that was in, not trash truck, not dump truck, trash truck that was in. They could have checked that trash truck for human, blood remains, whatever. And also we have to remember that they went in the home, covered up all the windows and everything, and checked, luminol. So there could have been, blood residue that lit up in the home as well. So,
but it is confirmed that the grandmother did in fact state to the police that her daughter confessed basically that
Oh yeah, yeah,
Quinton was in it.
yeah, yeah. I have the text
This
messages.
boyfriend of the, is he around? Is he been found? Is he in the picture now, or is he like
Do you mean Leilani's boyfriend or Quinton's dad?
Quinton's mother's boyfriend, right? Didn't he? I think she's only been with him for a short amount of time, and did he not leave?
I think, I don't know if he left or not. You guys can let me know in the chat. I really don't know. But I know that he was not considered a suspect, I don't think. Because wasn't he at work?
Well, if he did leave, I would definitely think he was a suspect.
He left work at he left work at 6 a.m. Janice said, okay. He went to Alabama. So
I mean, another thing is the grandmother, again, just like
Alabama.
to be so dramatic about storming into the babysitter's house and accusations, and that seemed, maybe I could be off, but I mean, that just seems like a blatant pointing fingers, like not me, you, and I don't know, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, I appreciate the coverage, bro.
Thank you. He is in Atlanta, not Alabama. I apologize. He was already cleared by police.
His boyfriend?
Yeah, I thought he was already cleared. Yeah. He supposedly passed the polygraph and he was cleared.
Really?
Yes. Now
has the grandmother done a polygraph?
I'm sure she has. I don't know that to be a fact though. Hi. How are you?
Well, I know how there's technicalities about how you bring people in and how long you can hold them for, but in my opinion, she's not only a flight risk, but a suicide risk. You got to get her in custody and held with whatever technicalities you can to hold her and, dig for information. If she sits there and says Stonewall and, like how lawyers speak, and you're just not going to talk, right? You're just going to completely be a mom. That doesn't really translate to a mother that cares about her child. In my opinion.
Sure.
So
the daughter,
I would definitely go in there, dig her out, get her in custody hella quick, and throw the caution to the wind in that aspect. Get her in there, get her questioned.
Well, she's been questioned. And she's taken a polygraph to Leilani, the mother of Quinton, and she failed. Charged, and Tara is absolutely right. They need a body first, and they
for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're saying that so this is where it's weird, is that when it comes to information, usually we're really in the dark, right?
Right.
Where is the information coming out that she failed?
I believe it was reported.
So you're saying the police reported that she failed, which is usually uncommon to have that much information,
right? Right.
But yeah, I was watching Dolly and Bullhorn Betty, and with their broken phone and shit. But they have the house cased out, and I was, thinking that at one point the police are going to come in there and get her in custody, But they split because of Bullhorn's phone. Right. And that she didn't have GPS and whatever to get to the press conference. But I mean, I thought they should have stayed there, because, every press conference we ever see is vague and small and non-informative, really.
It's really not. They're never really, they're rarely that informative because they usually can't answer any questions. Sylvia, you are absolutely right. Landfills generally keep a daily record of where garbage is being dumped daily. They kind of map it out, and they can use cadaver dogs to help if that dump there in the trash. Yeah,
they definitely do know where that truck put,
Right, the area.
sectionally in their landfill where that was,
Sure.
And you're right, he's a small boy. It could have been condensed down to a basketball size,
Absolutely.
sadly. But, dude, hopefully they do find him. And, but, I still think that mother 100% should be in jail right now. This shouldn't be, drawn out. Like I said, dude, screw technicalities. This is where I, on certain cases, that whole Miss 24 person should be
That's bullshit.
waived. And
Yes.
there should be, going back to the Fuentes case, that if there was any kind of hold up over 24 hours on that, that should have been waived on that one too. Even though
it's not even it's not a law.
Put resources into stuff.
Yeah, it's not a law to wait 24 hours. They don't have to wait 24 hours. It's just a practice.
I thought that was like their go-to. Can't do anything because you could be possibly whoever it is, just you're running away or whatever.
Right.
I think that was always the technicality about we got to wait 24 hours.
A lot of police say that, but that is absolutely not true. If you believe someone is in danger at any moment, you tell them, listen, we don't need 24 hours.
I think that the telling is okay. I get that the telling is automatic, but maybe an hour after something you suspect that they're missing because of nefariousness or it's just not normal. You know what I mean? But and then I gotta again drop back to that sheriff that found her. A lot of people are saying it's like God or this super intuition, but you have to imagine that this dude has all the inside information about pings and shit like that. I know pings have been used a lot in these cases recently, but if you have all the information about a missing person, you have to imagine that phone didn't die in that crash, right? That had pings that lasted beyond that crash. So, he's basically using deductive reasoning, and I think that's why he found her. Is that maybe he just took the information and went, hunch, this is the exact area where it pinged for 5 hours or something before the phone died. You get me?
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
All right, man.
Thank you,
Have a good
brother.
one.
Appreciate you. Thank you for calling. Bye-bye. Peace. All right, guys. So it's 2:14. Bullhorn Betty is going to be live, I believe, in about 15 minutes. I have to go into the carpool lane and pick up my kids and then head home and cook dinner. And then I'll be back later this evening and we'll discuss this more. More stuff will be happening, I'm sure, throughout the evening. Also, we have talked to Quinton's bio father as well, and we'll discuss some things on that as well. So thank you all for being here. You could have chosen to be anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here with me talking about Quinton, and I appreciate that so much. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It is a great way to help out the channel, and it gets others to see this video about Quinton, which is so important that we never forget this little boy, and that he always has a special place in our heart whenever parents or family fails them. We can't be here failing them either. So we've got to make sure we always remember him and keep him in our heart. So God bless you all. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.